big problem of
Yes.
a big problem of students not being ripe enough to go out and make some noise or make some success is dependent on we have to look at the other side of it. Why is the industry saying they're not ready? So are they not presentable? That can be attended. You can teach them how to dress well, mannerisms and all. They cannot communicate well. जब बात ही नहीं कर सकते तो काम क्या करेंगे? How will they communicate what they want to do? What is the solution? What is the problem? How to go deeper into things? All requires communication: verbal, written, non-written, body language, and all that. Right? That can also be taught. Let us say it's very difficult to, by the way, teach. If the language part is weak, the proper language part, the other parts can be taught. When to say good morning and good evening, but the real language part, that if you cannot articulate a problem within the language that you speak, then you should be more comfortable with the language that you can. That gives you more confidence. So if it is Hindi, let it be Hindi. If it is English, let it be English, or whatever. This is about communication. The third thing is, and where actually the entire industry says that we are not producing, we are not actually trying or doing enough for that, is that when you're given a situation now of decision लो, अभी वो फोन उठा करके पूछता है, सर मैं क्या करूं? मतलब तुम स्पॉट पे हो, तुम डिसीजन लो, तुमको एज अ मैनेजर अगर अपॉइंट किया गया है, असिस्टेंट मैनेजर एग्जीक्यूटिव लेवल में, तो एग्जीक्यूटिव लेवल में आपको मशीन और क्लर्क का काम नहीं करना है. आपको काम करना है एक मैनेजर का, एक एग्जीक्यूशनर का, एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर का, एक एनालाइजर का, एक जो बंदा डिफरेंट चीजों को एक साथ समेट करके इन अ होलिस्टिक वे सोच सके और फिर डिसीजन ले सके, ऐसे आदमी का. ओके, अगर मेरे को पता लग गया कि ये बंदा कैपेबल नहीं है, तो मैं उसको उसी काम में लगाऊंगा जो रिपीटेटिव है, ताकि मैंने एक बार बोल दिया बस वो काम करता रहे. जिस दिन वहां पे कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, उसको निकाल, वो मेरे लिए जरूरतलेस हो जाएगा, यूजलेस हो जाएगा. The problem is when you get into an executive role, you're supposed to be getting into that post an MBA, right? You are supposed to be thinking, acting, executing, being a critic of yourself and trying to make sense out of unforeseen circumstances, unstructured situations. Have we taught them to think? Very difficult. Now I'm going back again and again to how we are actually getting the students to critically think, and that is where experiential learning comes into the class. What Swati was talking about is she is doing well in the sense that the advertising and other things that she gets them to make in the class, but she's worried about that they generally copy. Now that tendency will be there, because if you cannot generate anything new and suddenly think that if I try to create something that will look stupid, I don't want to look stupid in front of the class, and hence let me copy and I will defend.
Right.
Then I will defend कि भाई इसको मैं ऐसा थोड़ा कर लेता, उसको मैं वैसे थोड़ा कर लेता. That defensive thing comes in. Now that's a real lack of ability in the students, and that is something that you have to deal with. You can slowly build it bit by bit through experiential learning in class across the subjects, not just one subject, across the subject. When they're able to see behavioral part of it, when they're able to see the marketing part of it, when they're able to see the competition part of it, then new ideas will come in to make a new marketing design, new advertising design.
Right.
But if you are disconnected because उस सब्जेक्ट में ग्रैपल कर रहे हैं कि फैकल्टी अच्छा नहीं, उस सब्जेक्ट में ग्रैपल कर रहे हैं कि समझ में नहीं आता है, उस सब्जेक्ट में ग्रैपल कर रहे हैं कि बहुत थियोरेटिकल है, उस सब्जेक्ट में ग्रैपल कर रहे हैं कि ज्यादा क्लासेस अटेंड नहीं करी क्योंकि एक इवेंट इंपॉर्टेंट था, दूसरा इवेंट इंपॉर्टेंट. All of the students today, and plus they don't get time out of their social medias. Every time there is no halla gulla today. I mean, we used to be troubled with halla gulla in the corridors. Now, whenever they get some time, they get into a corner and look.
मोबाइल में लगे रहते हैं, मोबाइल से निकलते ही नहीं.
निकलते ही नहीं है, राइट?
Right,
तो
right.
उनको मतलब दुनिया में देखने का भी नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ पढ़ने का भी नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ जो इसमें पढ़ रहे हैं वो फालतू की चीजें, फालतू नहीं मतलब एक प्लेजर मिलता है, उसके लेजर है, हर चीज फालतू भी नहीं होती है, लेकिन कितना लेजर, कितना प्लेजर। Your main objective is to learn during that period of time. If you get into leisure and pleasure, then you are gone. You don't have time. When will you have time to develop all these things? When you get into work. By the time you get
80%
into
टाइम ये खा
work, they
जाता
have
है
already
आजकल।
put a stamp on you. You are unemployed.
ये 80% टाइम खा जाता है आजकल, सबसे बड़ा
खा
प्रॉब्लम
जाता
ये
है
है।
ना? So how, see, it comes down to again faculty. How do you make the class interesting?
Yes.
How do you get them to appreciate what you are talking about through relevant examples? So you have to read more, you have to research more, you have to analyze more, you have to prepare more for the class. Every class needs preparation. Every class needs to. Even if you've dealt with that subject 10 times, you still need to do it in 11th time. Every IM professor does that. They don't want any disturbance before the class because they're going through the cases, going through their notes,
Right.
and in order to make a maximum impact in the class. Class is a performance. Our faculty has to perform in the class, and the result is how students show that on their faces that yes, I have understood. Yes, this is right.
Yes.
Now I am interested. I can do something now. I can think something now. I can create something now. These moments, if you are not able to create in the class, it just goes through a rote process. See, the very fact, that, if there was an online interaction, how often would they get these chances to interact with people? I'm not saying I'm a great person, but you are taking that pains. But if somebody is doing parallelly other work, they are not even able to concentrate there and not even able to concentrate there. So
Yes.
I don't know. And looking at it, I saw that R.P. Sharma's session as well. He did mention that he saw only 3-4 people. So he said he mentioned that for all those who will see it later, a recorded session. A recorded session is a recorded session. There are thousands of recorded sessions available
already.
Best of teachers.
Yes.
From Princeton, Harvard. Why would a person listen to my recorded session? After 1 month, I mean, you will not get time. You have today. If you did not have enough time to attend this, then you will not have time tomorrow to see this. So this doesn't happen. The faculty also has to learn on the go how to bring out time and optimize that for learning from wherever they can. It's very difficult in this way.
Right. Thank you, KK. Thank you so much for this interactive session, and this will help us in transmitting better knowledge to the students, connecting experiential learning to the students, enable the students to get the best out of the classes. And you have very rightly shared the most important thing for teachers is classroom performance, preparation before the classroom, preparing the case studies rightly, reading a lot, bringing the content to the classroom, and ensuring that the students really get what is available in the books, in the texts, in the newspapers, and the context. All these things will help us in bringing the best to the management education and introducing the changes as per the changing time is also required, but it is also important to bring the attention of the students to the classroom and make the classroom a true place of learning.